box of books from CGC, the Great Lakes Comic Con in February. I'm going to show what I picked up on New Comic Book Day, April 3rd. So check it out. Hey, thanks for checking out my comics closet. I'm Lynn. I'm going to show the books I picked up from New Comic Book Day on April 3rd, 2024. And I've got a box of books I got back from CGC that I had signed at the Great Lakes Comic Con on, well, February 24th, I think. It was my birthday. And I think the day I had the book signed was that day. So anyway, we'll show those in a few minutes. I'm going to talk about a couple of shows that are going next week. There's actually the Grand Rapids Comic Con next weekend. That is at the Kalamazoo County Event and Expo Center, Kalamazoo, Michigan. Go to the World Wide Web, www.grcomiccon.com for more info. Got a whole bunch of people that are going to be there, but I'm not, because I'm going to go to the Dawn of the Collectors show on the 13th, which is Saturday. And then I'm going to go to the Knights Hall show on Sunday, I think. Hoping to. Never been to that show before, but I'm hoping to go there. And there also was a show in Lansing. I think it's the Okemos Event Center. And I don't have my flyer for it. But that's next weekend also if you want to get up there. But I'm going to the ones that are more local to me. So that's after the show's coming up. Also, well, I'm going to do a video on it in a couple weeks at the Motor City Comic Con, which is May 17th through the 19th, 2024, at the Suburban Collection Showplace in Novi, Michigan. So I'm going to be going to that. I'm trying to figure out some stuff I'm going to take to get signed. William Shatner is going to be there. With Katie Sackhoff, trying to find they got Battlestar Galactica books that have her like photo covers. I'm going to try to find a couple of those maybe next weekend at the shows. So anyway, that's about all I know about the shows. There's a lot of shows coming up over the summer, but I'm going to show these books that I picked up here at my LCS Comics Corner. There's 2 locations. I go to the one in Rochester Hills, and there's also a location in Fraser, Michigan. You should go check out Danny P. Here he is on Instagram. You can get into the Collectors Club, the Comic Book Collectors Club. You get 25% off of all your new books. You know, you put them, like a subscription service, have them put in a pull box. You know, have them pull them off on like a pull list. So check out Comics Corner. And then hopefully next weekend I gotta get hold of Aaron at Amp Comic Cleaner and Pressing, or at Instagram, Amped Comics Cleaner. I'm gonna get hold of him this week and see if he's gonna be at one of the shows. I got some books I'm gonna have pressed and cleaned. I'll maybe take some pictures and show those for next week. So get a hold of Amp Comics Cleaner if you're in Southeast Michigan for all your comic cleaning and pressing needs. So anyway, all right, I'm gonna show the books I picked up on New Comic Book Day, which was April 3rd. Today is actually, the 7th, it's Sunday. I'm running late, but I got that last video out. Anyway, the first thing I have to show is this X-Men 33, which is still a part of the House of the Fall of the House of X storyline. So these right here. And then I have this new Deadpool 1, which I did see they've got the graphic boxes, the short boxes that have this is the graphic on it. I just saw an Instagram post from Comic Corner saying they got new boxes in, so I think I'm going to pick one of those up Wednesday. So I'll be showing that next week. And then I got this, let me get it over here. Moon Knight, number 4. And then we have Avengers 12, which is still part of the Fall of the House of X storyline. And then this is the Immortal Thor, number 9. The Enchantress is ripping up, what is it, Tales of Suspense. First appearance of Thor. Kind of a different cover. And then we have this Captain America number 8. And then the Spider-Man stuff. Venom number 32. And then this Spider-Man Shadow of the Green Goblin number 1. And then this is Amazing Spider-Man 46. Electro on the cover. I saw somebody the other day talking about saying, don't remember what a ridiculous costume that is. Because they upgraded it for the movie. I don't know if they've really upgraded it for the comics. I mean, there he is. I think that's a John Romita Jr. cover. So, and those are all the Marvel books that were in my pull box. But I also do get some Image books. Of course, there's this Gunslinger Spawn, which is pretty much a yellow cover. Right, Neil? Actually, this, which was it? Gunslinger Spawn number 30. And then this is Walking Dead Deluxe, number 86. I guess that's kind of a green cover. And that's all the books I got in my pull box. I took a glance at the Marvel rack and I didn't grab anything. A couple things I was looking at, but nothing I don't think I can pick up later, or maybe at the show next week. But as always, I picked a couple books up from the reader rack. So first thing I got, and I think this is issue 2 of Torpedo 1972. No clue what that's about. I grabbed the first one. So I grabbed the second one, and then I grabbed this Grimm, number 16. I think I have all of those so far. I've been grabbing those. I think I heard that that's all. I mean, most everything is optioned. And then I grabbed these, which this is, I think, a new ongoing, Geiger, number 1. This is a Ghost Machine, Image Ghost Machine, the Unnamed. And this is a variant or a different edition. That looks like the regular edition of Geiger. So I appreciate everybody that's watching here on YouTube. I think I have like 213 subscribers now. I'm looking for more. So I appreciate it if you'd give me a like, a thumbs up. Comment down below. It helps me get these videos out and about. But I would appreciate if you'd like, comment, share, and subscribe. Now I'm going to show what I did pick up at the Great Lake Comic-Con. So I have all these books up, and I had them up a couple weeks ago, well, a month ago, when I got back from the Comic-Con at the end of February. You know, these are all books that I've had signed in previous years. These Johnny Quest books that I have here, signed by William Mesner-Loebs. It's 4 through 7. And then I have the Max, number 1, signed by William Mesner-Loebs. He wrote all these, but the art from here is Sam Keith. This is actually Dave Stevens. I'm not sure who these other ones all are. A lot of these were collaborations. Interior art was collaborations. There's also Darker Image, which is written, the Max story is at least written by William Mesner-Loebs. Those Wolverine books were signed by Chris Claremont on my birthday a couple years ago. I got this Itchy and Scratchy, I don't know if you can see it, but I've shown it before. And Bartman, signed by Bill Morrison. This Bloodshot number 1 I won at the show in a trivia contest at the end of the night. And I ran back in and had it signed by Jim Shooter and Kevin Van Hook. And then these two are Ghost Rider books I had signed by Javier Salteras. Javier Salteras. I'm not sorry, probably butchering his name. And then these are 3 books I had signed by Angel Medina. 2 Spawns, and then Venom Dark Origins, which I talked about before. He did the remark on it because I had a blob of ink on the cover, which was I think a printing error. There was a big blob of ink where he drew the eye. He drew an eye over it and drew a Venom remark. And the book still came back in 9.6 with the big blob of ink. So anyway, those are all the books I have had signed. Not all of them, but some of the books I've had signed at previous Great Lake Comic Cons. So now I am going to open up these books that I had signed at Great Lakes Comic Con. But first, before I forget, I'm going to do a dad joke. Actually, 3 dad jokes. So I've got these cards from the box of totally embarrassing dad joke cards. My wife got me this for Christmas. So I've shuffled these cards. I'm just pulling a random card right off the top of the deck. I've never read them before, so I don't have any idea what they're about. But here we go. Knock, knock. Who's there? A broken pencil. A broken pencil who? Never mind, it's pointless. Why was the cat so small? Because it only drank condensed milk. Did you hear about the cheese? They lost the race. It fell at the final kernel. Alright, those were cheesy. So anyway, those are my dad jokes. Stay tuned for more next week. Alright, so I'm going to move this back out of the way so I can kind of set them up here maybe. Got this box from CGC. I had these books witnessed. I think these are the ones that were witnessed by Rich Hen. So I have to open up and see here. Remember what I had now. I have no idea what the grades are. I did not look at any of the information on them. Yeah, they really package them in a nice solid bubble wrap thing here now. It's kind of cool. All right, I got these sitting here. Oh, here we go with the first book that I had signed at Great Lakes Comic Con. So there's where I want to cover up, right? Okay, so this is Sleepwalker 25, and it is a 9/4. This is signed by Bob Budiansky. I got a shot of him there, I think. Yeah. Bob Budiansky signed it. And actually, I have a couple other Sleepwalker books then. Let's see what we got here. Okay, this is Sleepwalker 1. Signed by Bob Budiansky, and it's a 9/0. I was hoping it'd at least be a 9. Yeah, there's a pretty good tip there. I did have these pressed after they were, before they were graded, and they look pretty good. And then I also had him sign. Oh, this was Sleepwalker 5. So that looked like it was in pretty good shape. And it has Spider-Man on the cover. So Spider-Man's my guy. But this one came back in 8.5. You know, I can see it back here, but I saw that one from October 91. Sleepwalker with Spidey, an 8.5. I was hoping for at least a 9, but that's what you get sometimes. But anyway, so this is Spider-Boy 3, signed by Angel Medina, and that's a 9.8, which this is a brand new book. I know we were looking at it. He said it didn't need to be pressed, but he thought he saw a dent in the back, and he was going to try to fix that. And obviously, he fixed it, or it didn't need to be. But yes, these were signed on my birthday, 2/24/24, which was my 64th birthday. And we have this one more book, which I actually had a copy of this of my own, which I had here a minute ago, but I didn't bring it over here. But it doesn't really matter. I showed it before. I had a copy that I bought, you know, it was in my pull box back when it came out, or at least I bought it back when it came out, which was March of '93. But it had like 3 or 4 spine ticks up the side. So I bought this book from a guy at the show. He had like 20 of them. So I looked through and picked out the best one, and I got a 9.8 on that. This is Tribe, signed by Todd Johnson and Larry Stroman. And they were really nice guys. I think the only ones, I didn't get a picture of those guys. But anyway, so those are the books I had signed at the Great Lake Comic Con. It was on 2/24/24. It was that weekend. But that's what I got. A couple of 9.8s. So if you like this kind of content, I appreciate it if you give me a thumbs up, a like, comment, share, and subscribe. And keep going back here in my comics closet. We take comics and comic collecting right out of the closet. So thank you.